brother from another mother.
Definitely from another mother.
So, Skippy from Big Sexy Outdoors. I have the right side this time. Remember we said I ordered the wrong one? I looked like a moron? Yeah, that was me. So, we have the right side this time. And I want Skippy's opinion on these skulls. So, Skippy has not seen them yet. They trust me when I say we're going to do something. So, I'm going to let Skippy... Skippy, I lost your insert. I have it laying here. There you go. And I'll let you give your input on what you think of these skulls.
It's a good quality. So that would be the part that goes into the antler.
Yep. Sorry. I loosened that the other day when I was messing around.
Yeah, so, oh, that's tapered.
Yeah, it's slightly tapered.
To go with the antler.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that screw is a 5/16 drill bit.
So this is a...
Gotta hold up. Up, Skippy. There we go.
But this is a left?
Raise the roof.
Is this a left?
So...
This would be a left side.
That would be a left side. Yep. So the cool part is on the half skulls, you can do a left or a right. So if you find a shed you want to put up, you can actually go left or right. So in that case, Skip, here's the opposites. You can show... Okay. Now, hey, they're made strong.
Yeah.
So now these are 3D, so you can't just put them together. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's perfect, Skip. Look at, dude, you're like Vanna White.
I'm telling you.
It's like Vanna White, but a dude version.
Let me spin some numbers.
So there's a left and a right showing you how it works. I finally got the right side in, so now I can show you both. Now, on this, Skip, what do you think of the back design? So on the ones I have at home, I got to buy a special mount to put them on the wall, right? The ones I have.
Yeah.
In this case, you just put that screw hole in the back.
Yeah, and it'll hang there.
So what do you think of that?
I think it's neat because just... Okay, so this would mount on a wall.
Yep, you got it in front of the camera, Skip.
That would mount on a wall. I'm used to doing this stuff
Skippy's
by myself.
first live. This is Skippy's first live.
So that would mount on the wall like that. This is what, half skull?
That's a half skull, but that's a 3D half skull. So if you look, you can actually turn it. And there you go. You see how it shows half the other eyeball? That's what makes that so cool. So when that's on the wall, instead of laying flat against the wall, it actually gives you like a 3D effect, almost like it's coming out of the wall. Mm-hmm. So the flat one, so here's Skippy, while you're holding that. Here's the flat one. So everybody can see the difference between the flat one and, yep, there you go. So, Skippy's first live. I love this.
First time.
This is awesome.
Okay, so
this is the 3D. This is the dead, what I call the dead flat. I call it dead flat because it's basically the skull cut right in half.
Yeah, so you would
flat against.
So this one, that's all you would see.
That's it. What you're
on
seeing.
The wall. This one you would catch side and front profile, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is Skip's first time seeing these. We're pulling them up. We're showing you guys. This is his first time. We're pulling them right out of the box. Okay? So you guys see them. Let's see. We're getting comments there. Hello there. What's up? And now the other one I didn't understand, and I apologize.
That ain't even in English, bud.
Very, very good. Yeah, so these are really neat. So again, 3D skull, okay, 3D. This, and you can see this kind of has the half eye. You can just see like the hump of the next eye. I personally
that is
like
called.
that one.
Now listen, I'm going to school Ben.
Okay, school.
That is called the orbital lobe.
Okay, so the orbital lobe of the second eye shows just a little bit, and we like that, right?
So that would.
Just like that. That's what it kind of looked coming off the wall. And I love that. I think that looked cool. It's almost like it's
coming out the wall.
Almost like it's coming out the wall. So that's the one I really like. Now, we've heard a lot of good feedback on this one.
And then this one's just totally flat.
Just so you see, I'll give Skippy his board back. He was doing good with that. That's what that looks like on a wall. Okay? Basically just like that. You're going to mount it on the wall. The horn will come off. We'll show you a horn in. We have a horn mounted here ready to go in. But that's what your 3D, or I'm sorry, that's what your half skull looks like on the shed setup. Okay? Now, use your 3D setup there, Skippy, and hold that with a board so they can see that. Okay, do you see the difference? Because I can see it. And the thing is, this one has an extra screw hole. You can actually tilt it. So when you tilt it, I think it looks even cooler because you see where this starts to protrude up?
Where is that? Right there.
Yep. Right here, you can start to protrude, and you can actually see, call it, Skippy, what is it?
Orbital lobe.
The orbital lobe of the second eyeball. Okay?
Well, don't ask me why I know that.
So I like that one better personally. Which is your favorite?
I like the 3D. The
3D one.
Just for the simple fact is that's where the mounting screw would go. So that would be straight. That would be straight up and down that way, which would cause that skull to sit right like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that has a double screw hole. You actually judge your angle. You actually design your angle by that. Yep.
Because there is another screw hole.
I just want to make sure there's no more comments here.
Right here is the other screw hole. So you can actually tilt this, pivot it off of that screw hole.
I love that. I think that looks awesome.
So you can mount it any way you want.
Yeah, I love that. That 3D effect. Okay, we're up to 30 viewers live now, so let's show you one more time. This is your 3D.
Okay.
Okay, 3D on. 3D has the orbital lobe, shows just a little bit. You can angle it, has the extra screw hole, so you design and put which angle. Skip, you want to show them the screw hole?
Right.
Bingo.
So here you have, would be the main one that you hang it on and pivot it from. And the second one is down here. So you could pivot this whichever way you want off that center point.
Whichever way you want to hang it. And it looks so cool.
So that would be right off the center point. So you could change this any way you want.
And they have it in right and left, so you guys can see it. You can order it in a right or a left horn.
Depending on which shed you find.
No matter what shed you find, you pick which one it goes in. I ain't gonna lie to you. You can put it in either one and make it look really funny and stupid if that's your goal. You want to have some fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, even you could have shot that beautiful 8-point, which has 5 on one side, and you could put them on here and say you shot 10-point.
Really? Oh, I like the way you cheat the system. Now that's a cheat the system. Point. Yeah, you could be like, oh, I shot a 10. I blew the skull in half. Look.
Yeah, instead of 5 on one side, 3 on the other, you put the 5 on here. I shot 10 point.
I love the way you think.
There's the 5, yeah.
I love it, Skippy. But I like it's in both. Comes in both. Again, the flat mount, it has a lot of great feedback. But now here's the cool part. This is what I think makes these so unique. You guys have done I do a lot of European skull mounts myself, and I go to Cabela's and I buy a kit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I go buy a kit, and then what I do is I drill the hole in the antler, cut it flush. But I don't think they're near as nice as these, and that's why we're supporting this so much. I think this design is so much better. And we want to show you guys and give you guys the opportunity to go to BackCountry Innovated and order one of your own. And if you tell him Big Sexy sent you, he'll take good care of you. Okay? So Skip's going to show you the plug setup.
So this is what you would mount to the antler. It actually has a taper. Because if you know, antlers, they just don't come straight out of the head. They come off the sides. So they're on a taper. So that would probably, that would be that taper.
Just to show you, this is our shed. There's the taper. You see how that sits flush and flat? So when you put this in, that helps sit it the way you want it. So
you would just drill a hole in the bottom of your antler.
5/16 drill bit. It's easy. Cut it flush. 5/16 drill bit.
Screw that in.
3/4 inch deep. That's it. 3/4 inch deep. You're going to screw that in. Here's the other thing I like. You buy a kit at Cabela's, they use Phillips. Phillips strips. Easy.
Oh, these are squares.
These are square head. Number 2 square. And these things just fit. I don't know how to say it, but they just fit, right? So I'm going to let Skippy do this because I've done this 1,000 times and you guys see somebody new. Here's a shed. Here's a skull. Skippy's going to install.
See, now look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be a 10-point that Ben shot.
if I only do the half skull.
Okay, so this has rubber O-rings on it.
which makes it very unique.
Which makes it seat in there good.
It seats so tight. It's just so tight. So
yeah, I know when we took them out it. So because of that taper, you actually can get your deer horn exactly to the way it is supposed to mount right there.
Yeah, yeah. And on top of that, if you shot, tell me that don't look awesome.
So that would be.
I mean, the shed alone has a double brow, which sets it off.
That would hang off your wall like that. You know what's really screwing me up?
That is all. I don't care what anybody says.
You know what?
That is awesome. Look at the way that looks.
You know what's screwing me up? This zip tie here.
All right, let's pull that zip tie.
There. Now, I'm not trying to get above the zip tie.
Mike Nice
calling us.
Mike Nice, you can't get on. We're live.
You're going to have to wait, bud.
You have to watch through YouTube.
Yeah. So that's the way it would mount. This is your wall. So that would go right there.
That's it. And that looks awesome. Absolutely awesome. So the other cool part of this is them gaskets. So say you have, all right, now listen, I know because I lived in town, not in the woods. I wasn't always a guy who lived in the woods. So say you get a nice set of antlers, right? Now 2, 3, 4 years later, you shoot another nice buck. But your wife hates horns in the house, right? Don't tell me she don't, because I've been there. Mine hated them. Get them out. I know guys that threw their whole setup out, right? Well, you can talk her into that one deer skull and make it universal. Okay? I love this part of it. So now, we only have the one horn from the shed, so we're just going to show you one. But Skip's going to show you the full skull.
So is that the...
Yep, with the same mount. The exact same mount. Okay?
Oh, is that right there?
Yep.
So now this would be the full?
That's the full skull with just the shed.
Yep. So
imagine if that was a double. So if it had both.
If Ben wouldn't have lost the other part of the 10-point, we would have the other 5.
It's a shed. It's not a 10-point. I love how he's making it one though.
But yeah, your other horns would mount in there.
But now I do have.
But that is cool though. That full European mount like that.
The other thing is, guys, this comes in like when I tell you 50 different colors. This thing can, like, if you're a football fan and you want red and blue or pink and white or this, all these can come in different colors. The opportunity is there. That's another thing I love about it. So I don't have the skull in my hand. We do have videos up that you can check out. So they actually make them where you can mix them with little metal shavings and you can stick magnets to them, which I think is cool, and rust them. And then they make them out of wood. A wood mixture, it's plastic and wood mixed, and you can stain them. So another awesome thing you can do with these skulls. So I guess the answer here, Skip, is this is the first time you've taken them out of the box.
These are cool.
You looked at them. You worked on them a little bit. What is your honest input to our viewers that you think of these things?
These are cool. I'm definitely going to buy one just because I'm going to buy one. I'm going to...
No horns. He's just buying one. It's a doe.
I'm going to... I'll come out my doe antlers on here. But, I mean, even like when you cut the skulls and you have your horns. I mean, instead of getting them Euro mounted, just cut your horns off and bam.
Dude, these things are $60. If you go get a skull bleached right now, you're paying $75.
Huh.
You go get one done and bleached and bugged out, you're looking at like $100, $120. These things are $60. All you have to do is go to BackCountryInnovated.com. The owner, creator is Ryan Hoffman. He's a great dude. You tell him Big Sexy Outdoors sent you. He will take good care of you. I'm telling you. He can make you a left and a right in shed antlers. In skulls, whether it be a half or a 3D half. He can make you all different colors. These things are awesome. All right, we got a bunch of viewers right now. We're at like 130.
Wow.
Let's show this baby off.
Okay, so this is the 3D
half skull shed.
Yep.
Shed. Yep. Tell me that ain't awesome.
So it would hang on your wall right like that.
So I see we got a lot of viewers. Any questions or comments? I'm up for it, even the bad ones. Even the bad ones, I'm up to hear them.
I mean, it ain't hard to get them in there, but they do seat nice in there because of that double O-ring. I mean, you've got to push them in a little bit, but I mean,
well, and let's be real. If
nice,
they weren't
though.
tight,
Right.
you know, and they fell out, you'd be ticked because you'd break your nice horn or something would happen. You don't want that to happen either. So these half skulls, I think are really, really cool. The full skulls, I love. I mean, here's the other thing. I bought full skulls where the design wasn't there.
Yeah, I mean,
they didn't look as real.
I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, all the skull features, you know, just like a regular deer skull. All the features are in there.
Yeah, he's got all the work up the top skull where it comes up and V's out. All that's there. I always say it looks like stitches.
Yeah.
Right? So it looks like stitches. He's got all the lines through the nose. It is a very, very sweet piece.
Yeah, so that's the full skull right there.
But here's the other thing. So here's something I left out, and I don't have one to show you. I should have built one. But so if you have a pedestal, or you're a carpenter, or you build your own, and you make your own pedestal. The way this is designed with this hole, it can slide and just sit on the pedestal. You can put your horns right on your end table.
Yeah, that is neat though for the pedestals.
I showed a guy who said, I want to make a lamp out of that. So what he said is he'd drill a hole in the bottom, mount this on the pedestal, and then just put the wire up through it. Yeah.
That's neat.
Which I think is a great idea. It's an awesome idea. Who wouldn't want your deer skull as your lamp, right? I mean, what a better way to display an awesome shed. And I'm not bragging. I found this shed years and years ago, but I hung on to this one because I love this double brow shed, right?
And look at the size of it.
Yeah. It's like a huge crab
claw. It's like 2.5 inches across the...
But I mean, what a better way to show off your sheds or prized possessions. I thought that was cool. I ain't gonna lie. I love the full skull, but when I started seeing the design for these, I thought these were amazing. The fact that it has a second hole that you can turn and angle it on the wall the way you want it, and you can show it off at your angle or design, that's what I loved about it. That's what I loved. So
This is the left.
Yeah, that's a left. So Skippy himself had just said he's never seen this before. He just opened them out of the box. We got them in here so we could test them and take a look at them. My vote, guys, is I love these things. I have European mounts, skulls, bits that I bought from Cabela's and places to use. And I think, my personal opinion, is these are far better. Far better. They hold paint if you want to paint them. They're just a way better product. And again, the gaskets are universal and they hold.
What's that? Give me that flat. That's the other. Yeah. Is that the one I want?
So, again, 5/16 drill bit. Right? You take it, cut your horn, drill a hole right in the middle. Let me get this out of here. You drill a hole right in the middle of your horn. You take this rubber gasket, this little rubber gasket, okay? It's like a plug with a rubber gasket, has a little angle. Once you drill your 5/16 hole in the middle of the horn, the antler, sorry, everybody gets offended over horn. Antler. All the same to me.
Deer don't have horns, but they're the same thing as a bull. They're made of the same material. Right. It's an antler.
And then all you're going to do is fasten this on, okay? 5/16 hole. This gets screwed in, and Skippy has a finished product for you.
Right there.
And then all you do is turn it to match the angle. Okay, so every horn has a little bit of a different angle. This is designed, you can turn it in place to match the angle. So you want it to sit flush.
Yep, so that'll give it the right symmetrical off the head. So, because deer antlers don't come straight out their head.
You said horns.
Yeah, almost said horns. But we all know they're not horns.
So again, any questions on this product, this is us taking the product out of the box, looking at it. I pulled them out the other day, just kind of showed you a little bit, but we really played around with them now, drilled the hole, put the horn on. I'm digging them, man. I am loving these things. I think that BackCountry Innovated did a fantastic job. I think you guys take a second, check them out. If you tell them Big Sexy Outdoors sent you, they'll take good care of you. Here we go. Looks like a nice product. John Daly, let me tell you, I think he did a great job in his design and a great overall Let's just say he cares about what he does. I've talked to the guy personally numerous times. He's a lot like you, John. Found something in life that he wanted to make better, and he spent his time making it better. So it's definitely a product. We just started doing live videos because we had our video hit 1.3 million views. So we want to start doing lives for you, Skips here tonight. We figured, what a better way to show it off by getting him out of the box, letting Skip show you guys his opinion and what he thinks, right? So
right here, this is my personal favorite, the 3D.
I like the 3D.
I like the 3D better than the full or the flat mount, but I really like the 3D just because of the way you can change the angle of it because it has the 2 mounting screw holes. But I mean, that's so cool because you would actually see it off your wall like that.
And you guys, I see we're, I can't read the number, we're like 107, but again, if you want to mount it in your product, did we have it mounted here? So here's the half. It's the wrong one.
Wrong one. In the box.
No, that's the full. This is it.
Oh, that's the 3D.
You have it.
We only have the...
You have it.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah,
thought you wanted the flat.
we're like a bunch of clowns.
Oh, we only have one flat.
Yeah, we only have one flat.
We have one flat, 2 different.
So again, look,
3D.
push it in. That it's tight. Once it's in there tight, okay, it mounts to the wall. Basically like the way you want it. Now, yes, the Hornet's not correct, I know, but I left it like that so you guys can see. All you have to do, watch this. Turn and adjust. And the O-rings, so the O-rings are what hold that. Look at that. Cool piece, man. Bunch of different colors. Phil Hunter says, good looking product. Thanks for sharing. Thank you. Hey, thank you for jumping on and taking a look. It's something that we think is great. If we support a product and we like it, we're going to get on. We're going to show you guys, let you guys know we think it's great. Okay? If we don't think the product's great, Phil, I promise you, we're not going to stand by something we don't agree with. Okay? Yeah. So we don't judge a product. We judge the people as well. And I know that might sound stupid, but if you don't believe in what you're selling, then you can't convince me it's good, okay? This guy spends a lot of time getting into what he does. Now check that out.
And you can get them in different colors.
That's the best.
Instead of, you know, oh, I got this skull done. Now I'm going to hydro dip it.
Yeah, so, you don't have to hydro dip. That's what makes now it is upcharge. So it is upcharge if you get if you pick a color. It does. I can't sit here and tell you what the upcharge is because I forget. But there is a small upcharge. You can pick colors. But now, if you go to our shorts, our YouTube shorts, or our TikTok shorts, we actually have videos of the color, some of the colors he's done. One of my favorite, I'm going to say this again. It has metal in it. So it's metal and vinyl mixed. And what he did is made one to rust. It looks awesome, like an antique. It's one of my favorite. Okay. The other one I like.
Is that on ours?
Yep. The other one I like is he did one, so it's wood mixed with vinyl. So it comes out almost like a sandstone color, but dude, you can stain it. Oh, it is so sweet. So I wish I had those products available. I asked them just to ship us some white ones so we can test them. But again, this product, now, see how you see half of the, go ahead, Skip, call it out. See how you see half of the
orbital lobe.
Orbital lobe, Skippy in his terms. Okay, this product has that. And I think these are awesome. I don't know why, but I love the 3D half rack. I actually like that more than the full. And I love the full. So that tells you how much I like it. So just one thing I don't know if we really did show you is, look, it pulls right out after you twist it in place, right? A little bit of back and forth. The O-rings will pop, okay? And you can just, now again, I don't have the right skull. Well, I'll use a full one so you can see it. So you can just take it. Do it again. Put it in there. And I just took that antler out of that half skull and put it in that. And this here has its own mounting bracket. A lot of them don't. So you can put it right on your end table. Man, look at that. His is just a cool shed, though, period, ain't it? So, take a look. I mean, are you trying to pull the video up?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You're in a live. Don't pull the live. Go to TikTok. That's your best place.
I don't have TikTok.
I do. I can't use it on my phone.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, go to our YouTube Shorts. It'll be in there.
I am in the shorts.
So hit Shorts.
I was in the shorts.
Hit Shorts. Hold on, guys. We'll see if we can just get a picture of some of the colors up for you quick. Right here. Yep, hit Shorts. No, you went in the regular Shorts. Are you telling me you didn't subscribe to our channel? Yo, I have proof that he did not subscribe to our own channel. I just seen this, so let this be known live that he did not subscribe to our own channel.
I'm guilty.
Okay?
There it is. Here, I'll subscribe. Are you happy?
Yeah.
That's, I got to sign.
You got to sign up later.
Yeah.
We're doing it live. All right. One thing I want to get on here and do, and we've used the product before, we showed videos tested. I'd like to do a live. John Daly, if you're watching yet, I'd like to do a live with your product. I think live would really show more of what we're trying to accomplish. Okay? So, yeah, that's not, I don't think that's it. That don't have the colors. Nope. Click out of that one. Okay. I don't think colors are in that. Maybe the colors aren't on our YouTube.
Yeah, because I only see two.
Okay. If you have TikTok, go to our TikTok. It'll show you a lot of different colors. I know a real hot one was black and yellow. The black and yellow, I think it was Michigan fans. Sorry, I don't watch football. I think it was a Michigan fans that were digging it. It was like a metallic black and yellow.
Yeah, I don't see it.
So that was a good one. Now, again, a ton of different colors. Like, I can't stress enough. There's so many different colors that are available in this. If you are a football fan or you like something, just a certain color, this will work for you, okay? So before we go, BackCountryInnovated.com. You can purchase these products. I'm going to have Skip hold one up here and just show you again. Some of their products are very simple. There's a left and a right half skull.
Well, this is 3D, so that would sit like that. This is a flat, which would sit totally flat. But you can pivot it however you want it to be.
Okay? So, BackCountryInnovated.com. Tell them Big Sexy Outdoors sent you. And I assure you they will take care of you. Just make sure you tell them Big Sexy Outdoors sent you.
And that's the full.
And again, I keep seeing we get new viewers, and that's why we keep hanging on a little bit. All we're using is a plug. This is not a big, huge deal. Skip is holding a plug in his hands, and there's one installed. Okay? It's all we're using to put them in these kits. Is there a glow-in-the-dark option? I will be honest with you. I personally haven't seen that option, but I'll bet you there is.
Or if not, he's watching and he's working on it right now.
Yep, if you get a hold of them and you tell them Big Sexy sent you and Big Sexy Outdoors sent you, I am assuring you that they will. If they don't have it, they'll come up with it. He is a great dude. I think he did tell me there's a glow-in-the-dark option, to be honest with you. I didn't see it. I don't want to lie to anybody and say I've seen it. I don't want to do that. I want to be that person. But I believe the option is available. So if it isn't, message him.
Yeah.
He's a good dude. I'm telling you.
If he does it, it's just adding to his line of products. So
since we started promoting his product 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, I think he sold. My God, he told me he can't keep up. So they're selling. I mean, they're selling. He's working hard to get them out on time and in a hurry. So that means something. That really means something. You know, guy cares about what he does.
It's a good product.
So here's the other thing. If you have a product,
and they're light though. They're light.
I know they're super light. If you have a product that you want us to test, message us.
Oh, we'll test anything. Well,
we'll test about anything. Within reason.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, within reason. We had a bet one time to use tannerite and take fishing string off a reel. I won. I won, and I think that ended up somewhere over at the neighbors. The option is You already tested my OnlyFins. What's up, brother? Yes, we did test yours. That Whopper Flopper, still my favorite.
OnlyFins.
Yep. OnlyFins was who we met out at. Chris and I went. You guys couldn't make it. We went out to, oh my God, the Freezer Bound Outdoors Rendezvous. So you're joining us this year, remember?
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yep.
And it was a cool product. I apologize. I don't know what you're saying. So.
Oh, and hey, while we're on here, don't forget, what is it, February for the...
Oh, February 15th. 15th?
Yeah.
At 12 p.m. They're hosting Taste of the Wild Outdoors Dinner. We are not hosting it, but we have sponsored it.
Yeah.
We gave some cool donations and stuff. So, if you live in Pennsylvania, even not, and you're willing to drive, go do it. It's worth it. I think it's 35, 40 a ticket. What'd they do this year?
It was...
Might have been 40 a ticket.
I think it was 40 a ticket, but if you donated a basket...
Then it was 35.
Donated, it was 35.
Yeah, so come out there. So I can tell you some of the things I know that have been donated because we're donating. We have guys donating rabbit, squirrel. One of our guys donated beaver. Again, the rabbit, squirrel, we personally aren't donating. We have guys that are supporting us and helping donate it. And then...
there's some wild stuff, let me tell you.
I don't want to say it. All right, there's bobcat there I know of.
Yeah, coyote.
I mean, there's so many cool things. If you're one of them guys that are like, you can't eat that,
you can eat that.
You can eat that. However, where is this meal at? Phil, so this meal is in Pine Grove, Pennsylvania at H&L Fire Company. And it starts at 12 p.m. February 15th. If you go on Facebook, now you can message us, I'm fine with that, and we'll send you in the right direction. Or you can go to Taste of the Wild Outdoors on Facebook. Message them there. The guy in charge running the whole thing is Larry Primo. Tell Larry Big Sexy Outdoors sent you, he will hook you up.
Really good guy.
Good dude. He loves to do this. Now, all the money raised, Taste of the Wild Outdoors does not keep. I need to stress, they do not keep it. It gets donated, so they keep a little bit to follow for the next year, which, of course, no, you can't start from zero every time. And they donate it all to youth Schuylkill County programs. I know they're really big into supporting the archery program. And, I mean, come on, guys, we're hunters, right? Who doesn't support the archery program? I mean, that's the more kids doing it and loving it, the more kids we have growing up to actually be part of the hunting, right? So you're welcome, Phil. Please, so here, while we're talking about, we're live, right? Let's do it. Skip, what were some of the things you tried last year?
Coyote stroganoff.
Skip, what'd you think? That was one of those that we said wasn't edible, right?
What was it? Bobcat shepherd's pie, I think it was.
Groundhog
Shepherd's
shepherd's pie.
What was the bobcat?
There was no bobcat. They couldn't get it last year, but they have it this year.
Raccoon sausage.
That was good.
That was really good. Raccoon smoked sausage. It gives me the reason to go out and want to whack a raccoon just to make sausage out of it.
Dude, that was really good.
I mean,
we had rabbit kibasi.
Yeah, and then the mystery meat was...
Mystery meat I donated.
Yeah, crow.
Which was a bunch of crows we took. Yeah. And everybody couldn't guess. Oh my God, I laughed. Even with noises, nobody could guess what the meal was. We donated, oh my God, a bunch of crows. So crows are edible if you just take the breast. I would never recommend taking anything else, but if you just take the breast. And we had crow. That was our mystery meat. Yeah. So every year there's a mystery meat, and if you guess, I forget what they give you something or do something.
And so, I mean, their door prizes are amazing. Like, it's...
Well, door prize. Here, let's do this. So this year, if you come join Big Sexy Outdoors, Skip under Big Sexy Outdoors, because Skip is, he loves what we do here, and he supports us and is part of us.
I'm not under Big Sexy Outdoors. That hurt.
You know what I meant. Under the name.
Yes. Well, I don't even classify as that because we're
all one.
We're all one.
We're a team.
I just specialize in something different.
He specializes in fly fishing, which is phenomenal.
But we have...
Tell them what we're donating.
We have a 5-weight fly rod, 5-weight reel with 2 extra spools, 30, I think it's either 34 or 35 flies, 2 leaders or 1 leader, and Big Sexy Outdoors secret sauce, which is our fly floating.
Which is homemade fly floating.
Yeah, we make our own fly floating. We make our own leaders.
And of course, we added a 5x5 Big Sexy Outdoors decal for your truck. I mean, you can't win and not have the decal, right, guys? I mean, come on.
Yeah, and I mean, it's really neat the way they do the door prizes, though, because it's like they call your number and you just don't win that prize. You just go up to the table.
Oh yeah, you go to the table.
You go up to the table and take whatever.
If you're the first one picked, you take whatever's on the table.
Yeah, I mean, last year it was they gave away 5 guns.
I think it was 5 guns. Yep.
Crossbow.
Yep.
And it was like even they just call your number. You didn't win the gun. You just walk up and take whatever on the table.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'll tell you what, I really liked the way they did it last year. Now, some years, depending on the turnout,
and the donations.
They try to put like guns will go in their separate category, and you can buy tickets for those. But honestly, I think last year, because they were short help, that's why they did it that way. And honestly,
there was a lot of people.
There was a lot of people. I think it worked the best.
And I mean, we were there till. Oh, we were there. Well, it was later last year.
We stayed till they almost closed.
Yeah, it was. Well, I think it was midnight when I got home.
I had one complaint. My name was called last. The only thing left on the table was a hat.
Nah, you won an archery target.
No, I took your archery target. Technically, I stole your archery target. So
yeah, but no, wait. Some guy gave you his tickets, and you threw them at me.
And I still lost. Some guy gave me 20 extra tickets, and I still lost that one. So yeah, there's no. But guys, come out and try it.
Yeah, it's really a good time because it's all. I mean, 99. I'd say 90% of the people that are there are people outdoorsmen,
and they got guys from all over.
Kids. I mean, it's a really good time.
We had guys last year.
Different people from doing different, bunch of trapping guys, and
I forget where the guy was that came from last year. It was from far away, 2 hours or 3 hours, and he said, "There ain't no way that was crow I ate. You're lying." And I was like, "No, it was crow." He's like, "Man, that was good." So there's a lot of animals they prepare that you don't realize are really good and edible. I will not lie. If you watch our short we made of it, there are some that are not. We ate a few that, I'm going to put it to you this way, guys. My opinion, there were people that loved it, so I'm not judging.
I mean, it's all
my opinion. If I'm dying in the woods and a coyote is the only thing left to eat, you guys are finding my bones later, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to dig up earthworms.
I tried every recipe they had there on coyote, 3 different.
Now Mike's calling me. Here, we can answer Mike on here.
And it was over. I was done. So.
You dog.
Hey, look. Mike Nye's joining us.
There's another member. Mike Nye's joining us.
We're doing a live. You're live now, Mike.
So, that would be one thing we would recommend you guys try out. We're going to end here, but before we end, while we have 60 viewers yet, Monday at 8 p.m., we change the time for this Monday. At 8 p.m., we have special guest on our podcast, which we run through YouTube and Facebook, Greg Trainer, the Accessible Hunter. If you guys want to see some inspiration, and I'm hoping he inspires some people. I'm really hoping he inspires some kids in situations where they might have, a handicap problem. He is coming on to join us, and I am so looking forward to having him. I stopped and gave our prize to
he won
to the beaches.
He won
Brent Beach. Yeah, Brent Beach won it.
That was the what contest?
Damien won it. The dad.
The picture.
The dad won it, Damien, but of course, Brent's getting it.
That was our picture contest for hunting season.
We have a couple T-shirts that Brent.
Hey, I'll call you right back.
Wanted to give us.
We're almost done.
So he's shows the wheelchair and the hunting stuff with it. So there's a couple T-shirts we want to give away on Monday. Make sure you join us. We'll ship you the shirt. Listen, I just shipped 2 beanies out that cost me $42 to ship 2 beanies I didn't pay $42 for. So we'll ship it to you. Come join us.
Most of the time, one of us is accessible. Me, you, Chris, whatever.
Yep. And listen, at any point you have any questions or anything, contact Big Sexy Outdoors. We will help you. Like we'll guide you as best we can. If we can't, we'll try our best to get you the answer. Skip and Mike do a lot of fly fishing, and they're going to do some fly fishing seminars and get you guys that are starting to get into it a little more, show you that you don't have to be the big experienced fly fisherman to be able to enjoy it and have fun with it. So
Yeah, I think we're picking 3 months, April, May, and June. We didn't pick dates yet because it's all a scheduling thing, because there's me, Ben, and Mike schedulings for this, so we all don't work at the same place, and we're not rich and retired, and
no.
yeah, so it's a scheduling thing. But once we figure out the schedule, we'll have it on our page or announce it during one of our podcasts or live.
Yeah. And guys, before we go, last final note, if you're watching, we just hit 1.3 million views on a video, some negative, some positive. Thank you for anybody that supported us. And do not, for the love of God, please do not forget to like and subscribe to Big Sexy Outdoors. We have some big things coming up in the future, and we don't want you guys to miss out on them. Thank you, and God bless.
Have a good night, guys.